Hello and welcome back to Level 30 Games. Today we have a little green dinosaur who attempts to cute his way into our hearts, but is it enough to warrant a purchase for the Level 30 gamer? Let's find out. Yoshi's Crafted World starts off with a story that is as basic and forgettable as one would expect. Yoshis are chillin', just being happy and existing when Kamek and Bowser Jr. come by to ruin their fun and steal jewels that for some reason make anybody's wildest dreams come true. The jewels get scattered over the land, and guess whose job it is to go find and retrieve them? Stop me if you've heard this one before. Jewels, gems, stars, moons, it's always something that gets scattered and always the mascot hero that has to save the day. Don't get me wrong, the formula works, and let's be honest, we're not really playing a Yoshi game for the complex story and character development. The motive works, but it's certainly less effective than, say, carrying a baby to the end of the game to reunite him with his brother, which was also a Yoshi game that came out 23 years ago. No, the real meat and potatoes here is the platform experience, and I have to say, while a little on the easy side, it's really enjoyable. The game does have its charms, and I found I actually played better when taking my time. Unlike old Mario games where there is a timer, Yoshi allows you to slow down and appreciate every little detail. In fact, the game does some really interesting things with how it forces you to focus on elements all over the world. Whether it shifts its focal plane from fore, mid, and background, or having you hunt and find things in the distance, the detail in the game is pretty astonishing. The title lives up to its design. The game is delicately crafted. With a surplus of open-world, procedurally generated titles on the market, it's really refreshing to see a game that is built so intently. The variety is nice too, as Yoshi's Crafted World offers up some different styles of play. Everything from becoming giant vehicles or riding Poochie to help get around, the game offers up a surprising number of ways to get through the level. Even upon completing it, there are opportunities to go back through the world, sometimes in reverse. These reverse playthroughs literally change how you go through the world, where you start at the end and move backwards to try and find 3 Poochies hidden in various spots, with a bonus if you can find all 3 and make it to the end, which is really the start, under a certain time. Reverse engineering a level or trying to remember how a level flowed made each experience feel fresh. Even going back to find collectibles for the Blockafeller allies had me keeping an eye on the background looking for things. Collectibles are a huge part of Yoshi games, and Crafted World is no different. Between happy flowers, red coins, as well as bonuses for getting at least 100 coins, and even finishing with perfect health, every level has replay baked in. If you're not a completionist, then your mileage may vary. The controls are as tight as you'd expect them to be, with Yoshi feeling just right, even though I personally don't like the speed of his signature struggle jump. If struggle jump has never been used before, I'd like to trademark that now. Anyway, the controls are good, and I never had any accidental deaths due to input issues, which for a platformer is key. They are also simple enough for the inexperienced gamers to understand as well, and who are we kidding, the primary audience for this game skews a little younger. Or a lot younger. It doesn't mean there isn't something to enjoy for older gamers, but if your average level of personal whimsy skews more rugged, this might be a game you pass on. It's a terrible stigma to have, but when I told my students I played Yoshi all weekend, they looked at me funny. Which I guess is their loss, right? And I think that's the dividing line here. The game is technically sound and controls well, but skews the difficulty towards easy. The design is charming and the music is great, but you may be turned off by the kiddie look and feel. The on-the-fence gamer may stay away from this based on the aesthetics and simple gameplay, and for that I couldn't blame them. If you were all in on day one, I think you'll enjoy this title. If you're getting it for younger kids, it's perfect and offers up a 2-player mode as well. The level 30 crowd with fond memories of Yoshi will have things to like here. It's definitely closer to Yoshi's Island than it is Yoshi's Story, which is a plus, and despite similar structure to Yoshi's Woolly World, I liked Crafted World better. Overall, I'd give this a soft recommendation. It's great if you enjoy platformers, but the value may take a hit if you care less about collectibles and replaying levels to get things. The difficulty is not necessarily challenging, so it makes for a more leisurely experience, which I find refreshing. Games don't always need to have intense action with cinematic quality stories. They don't need inventory slots with branching skill trees. Sometimes all you need is a cute little dinosaur who likes to eat Shy Guys and shoot eggs at things. Isn't that right? Well, that's all for this review of Yoshi's Crafted World. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments about the game and this review. If you liked what you saw, throw a thumb our way and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next level.